Hey truckers, this is Bilal with you from ezTrucking. In our last video, we talked about border crossing documents, what kind of documents we need, like the BOL, invoice, and the customs broker name. In this video, we're going to talk about the border crossing, but about the procedures, about where to send the documents, how to clear the shipment, how to get the ACI, ACE, and some more general information about the border crossing. So please subscribe, follow us on social media, and let's start. Okay, in our last video, we mentioned that the document that we need from the shipper before leaving the shipper's yard is the BOL and the invoice. So we need these two documents, plus we need to know the name of the customs broker. And again, customs broker is totally different than the freight broker who gave us the load. So now, after getting these documents, after making sure everything is there, so now the driver or the dispatcher has to provide the PARS or PAPS sticker to be added with these documents, okay? The first thing, when we got the documents and we're gonna start heading to the border here, before reaching the border, immediately after getting these documents, it's better to send it immediately by email or by fax to the customs broker to start like working on this shipment. So first thing, we need to send the documents to the customs broker. And what we need to send the PAPS or PARS. It depends where are we heading. Then we have to mention the border crossing point, then the date, time of the crossing area. Then we can attach the BOL and the invoice. Again, as I mentioned before, like sometimes they're gonna give us packing list, certificate of origin. Still, you can add it, but the most important two things: BOL and the invoice. And always, it's better to, when you send an email to the customs broker with these documents, the main thing in the subject of this email, like this is the subject of this email, always, like, it's better to put it in this way. You have to mention, let's say this is the subject, it's gonna be rush, okay? Then we have to mention the PARS or PAPS number. For example, this one, okay? We have to mention it exactly the same. We have to make sure it's exactly the same. Let's say it's like 7MG0 PARS. Let's say 100578 or any other number, like, but has to be the right one. Then we need to mention the border crossing name. For example, in this case, it's what's Ford BC. Then we have to mention today, May, let's say 16th, at the time that they want to cross, let's say around 9:30 p.m. So this is the subject, okay? It's better to put it in this way. Then after sending the email, we can now start working on the CBP or CBSA portal, which is, in our case, it's the Border Connect, and this is how we can apply for the ACI, ACE eManifest and get the printout of the ACI, ACE. Later on, we're gonna talk about how we can apply on Border Connect. So now, after sending the documents to the customs broker, then we're gonna apply and upload all the information here. We're gonna wait. Sometimes it's gonna be ready within half an hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 1 day. To be honest with you, it depends on the customs brokers. Then after like getting the ACI, ACE, which is, this is the ACI, when we are crossing, when we are going to Canada, and you can see this is Fort Erie, Ontario, so we are heading to Canada, and it has the transaction number. So now we are ready to cross. Or this is the ACE when we are heading to the States, and as you can see, it's a Sweetgrass, Montana, and has also the entry number. So yes, we are ready to cross now. And how fast we can get the ACI or ACE, it depends on so many things. From our side, we have to make sure like everything is clear, everything is readable, it has all the documents, then definitely the broker is gonna work on it properly. Okay, so now just general information. When we got the load, like the shipper in Canada, and we're going to the US, so it means we have to use PAPS, which is the pre-arrival processing system, PAPS. And after like submitting the documents to the customs broker and uploading the documents to the Border Connect, we're gonna get the ACE manifest. ACE, which is the automated commercial environment. ACE, which is this one, ACE. And when we got the load from US and going to Canada, so we have to add PARS, and we're gonna get after that the ACI, and the PARS is the pre-arrival review system, and the ACI, it's an advanced commercial information. And by the way, like the Canadian side, the authority of the customs on the Canadian side, they call them CBSA, which is the Canadian Border Services Agency. And when we use the Border Connect just to upload the documents to the US side, they call them the CBP, which is the Customs and Border Protection. So these are general information about why we use PAPS, where we use PARS, and this is again like the PAPS. You can see there's nothing mentioned as PAPS. It's just that the SCAC code, which it depends, each company is different, and this is the PARS, which is most of the times like there is the word PARS. Okay, then the carrier code. Here they call it the Canadian carrier code, and the PAPS they call it SCAC code. And sometimes even when you register the company, they're gonna ask you what's your SCAC code. So this is the SCAC code. You can find it on the PAPS. Yeah. So again, like always, when we heading to the US, it's the US documents, US things, and we are heading to Canada as the Canadian thing. I hope you enjoyed this video today. In our next video, we're gonna talk about how you can increase or like expand your business as a trucking company. Even if you're a truck owner for one truck or small fleet owner, still you can expand your business during this tough time without increasing your expenses or without any liability. We're gonna talk about more details about that. So please just follow us, subscribe, and you can ask us any questions. You can contact us on these numbers and send us an email, or even you can leave a comment here. Thank you very much.
Easy Trucking. Your success is our mission.